Hey everyone, and welcome to Della Fox Checks. Today I am in La Puente, and last time that I was here I went to try out this awesome marisco spot that was called La Villa de Sinaloa. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up at the top so you guys can go check it out. But they sold some awesome seafood y unas aguas frescas bien buenas. But today that I'm in La Puente, I actually want to go try out this barbecue spot that I found on Yelp. The name of the restaurant is Domestic, and it has such an interesting name, like Domestic, like it's such an interesting name, honestly. But right now when we get there, we'll see what Domestic is all about. And after I'm done eating, I am gonna go to the AMC movie theater because I'm actually gonna go see that new Conjuring movie. I do like scary movies when they have an awesome storyline. I hope they don't just try to scare you with like those pop-up tactics that sometimes scary movies do. But right now when we get there, we'll see. At the end, I'll tell you guys what I thought of the restaurant and the movie. So let's get going. The Instagram page for the restaurant is domestic_barbecue, and they have over 4,000 followers. It says here that they're family owned and operated. They were established in 2015, and they have a California style barbecue that's chef driven and house crafted, and they're open Monday through Friday only. So make sure you go during the weekday, not the weekend. And this is actually pretty cool because usually there's nothing to do during the weekday. So this gives you an excuse to go to La Puente and try out the Domestic Barbecue restaurant. And one of the pictures that caught out my attention was this one right here. These are St. Louis ribs with some rice, some pickles and onions, and white bread. And of course there's a beer to go along with it. They also sell some chicken here, so if you're interested in some chicken with like some barbecue, they also have that as an option. They got tacos, and they just have a bunch of different things. They got those awesome ribs. So right now when I get to the restaurant, I'll see what I order. We are arriving to the restaurant right now, and in this little intersection there's actually a bunch of restaurants here because City Hall is located across the street from here, and I'm guessing that they get a majority of their business from all the employees that work at City Hall, and they come over here for lunch or when they have their business meetings or whatever, right? But the restaurant I'm checking out is right here. It's called Domestic, as you guys can see, and I actually also came to this restaurant. It was called Sabor de Mexico, and I didn't have a good experience there, you guys. If you want to see the video, I'll link it at the top. But the parking for the Domestic restaurant is actually on the side, you guys, so you don't have to worry about finding parking on the street, because I know that when City Hall opens back up, I'm guessing it's gonna get more packed, you know. Right now the employees, they don't work at City Hall, they're working from home, so it's a little empty right now. But I'm guessing that as things go back to normal, then the restaurant's gonna get busy again. This is actually the first time that I review or barbecue restaurant, so I'm pretty excited for that. I have gone to eat to barbecue restaurants before, but this is the first time that I'm gonna be reviewing one on my channel. So this is pretty exciting because this restaurant is gonna set the bar for like the rest of the barbecue restaurants that I go try out. Because if this place sucks, then any restaurant I review after this one that sells barbecue is gonna get a really good grade, right? Because the bar is so low. But if this restaurant ends up being really good, then the next barbecue place that I review is gonna have a hard time like competing with this restaurant, right? Because now the bar has been set high. So, you know, it's a pretty interesting experience, you know. We'll see how it goes. But they also do sell beers here, you guys. So if you want to drink some beers with like your barbecue ribs or something, then that would be an awesome idea. I know I wanted to drink some beers, but I do work tomorrow, so I can't. And this is how the menu looks, you guys. The only negative thing I can say is that I wish the menu had pictures, you guys, because there's not a single picture on this menu, which sucks. But they do have a bunch of different things that they sell. I do like that. They have a bunch of different meats for their barbecue, like the brisket, the pulled pork, the tri-tip, the St. Louis pork ribs, the chicken, the sausage, and the Angus beef short rib, right? So there's something for everybody. If you don't want like the barbecue ribs, they do have pulled pork, or they have chicken if you're a chicken fan. So that's why I like this place, because they have a lot of variety, right? So that's really awesome. And this is how the restaurant looks. There actually was a lot of people here, which tells you that the food is really good. And this is my order of food, you guys. I ordered so many things. This is the order that I placed today, and the first thing I tried out was the Cajun rice, and the rice was really good because I'm so used to eating Mexican rice, like the white one and the orange one, that it was kind of nice to get like a different taste for rice. I would give it a 5 out of 5 because I like the seasoning and I liked how soft the rice was. This over here is a mac and cheese with bacon, and I also liked it. The only downside is that the bacon that you see at the top is the only bacon that the mac and cheese has. Like, I pictured that the mac and cheese was gonna have a bunch of bacon all over the place, but I would still give it a 5 out of 5 because it was good. This over here is a coleslaw, and it was really good also. I give it a 5 out of 5 because I liked how fresh it tasted. I could taste all the flavors of the vegetables and the dressing that they use on it. But my favorite thing was the potato salad because the potato salad was soft. That's one thing I liked about the potatoes. I have eaten some potato salad where you're biting the potatoes and they're hard, but this potato salad was nice and soft that when you were eating the potatoes, they literally just fell apart in your mouth. I give it a 5 out of 5. This over here are the tater tots, and the tater tots were also really good. They were nice and soft, which was something that I like because I like soft tater tots, so that when you're eating them, you can enjoy like the potato flavor that's inside of them. I'd give those a 5 out of 5. This over here is the juice for your tri-tips, and if you feel like your tri-tips are a little bit too dry, you can always dip them in the sauce. That way they get like a nice, you know, juicier flavor in case like they're too dry for you. Personally, I thought the meat was good. I did put some of the sauce just because like I wanted to try it out, but of course I do like things that has like a juicier flavor. I'd give the tri-tips also a 5 out of 5. And this over here is a pulled pork, and I really like the pork because it was soft and it wasn't dry. That's one thing I hate about pork. Sometimes they give it to you and it's all like hard and dry, but this pulled pork was nice and soft, and that's one thing I liked. Even if you didn't put barbecue sauce on it, it was really delicious. But I personally did put barbecue sauce on my pulled pork, of course, and it was really good. I give the pulled pork a 5 out of 5. I wasn't a fan of the fries too much because they were a little bit hard, but I mean, I'd still give them like a 3 out of 5. They were okay, but I would skip them because I like the other sides a lot more. Like, I'd rather you get tater tots than the fries, or even get like the potato salad, but I would skip the fries. Now I'm gonna take the barbecue sauce and I'm gonna dip my tri-tips in it to see how the tri-tips taste with the barbecue sauce. On Yelp, Domestic has 4.5 stars with 555 reviews. I think that the ratings for the restaurant are on point, and I personally am going to be giving this place a 5 out of 5. And the reason I'm giving this place a 5 was because I loved all the food. I enjoyed the vibes of the restaurant. I enjoyed the service that I got today. Everybody was really nice, and the food was really good. Unfortunately, during this visit, they didn't have any barbecue ribs because they had ran out already. But I do hope to come back in the future to try those out, porque si me quedé con tentación of barbecue ribs. I did want to try them out, but they ran out. But that will be for the next visit. So if you live near La Puente, I definitely suggest you guys come try this place out. The first barbecue place that I review, and I enjoyed it. So I can't wait to try out the next restaurant that sells barbecue. If you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit that delicious like button down below. It helps me out a lot. And also, if you live in the LA area and you want to see some more awesome places to check out, make sure to subscribe. I post new videos every single week showing you places you're going to want to go check out. So I just got done watching The Conjuring, and it was pretty good. It had a good storyline. I liked it. Personally, I like the Annabelle movies more than the Conjuring ones, but you know, it wasn't bad. It had a good story, and it had those moments that kind of kept you guessing what was gonna happen, so it was pretty good. This was Della Fox Checks, and I approve of Domestic.